Good day and welcome to another edition of Tell It Like It Is. I'm your host, Colin Graham. And with me today we have well-known radio personality and DJ Kahlil the Groove Master, Cato. Welcome to Tell It Like It Is.
Thank you very much. First time being here and ready to tell it like it is.
Alright, so let's get straight to it. First and foremost, as always, we like each of our guests to introduce themselves, give us a little background in terms of how you got started from birth to now, in a short form.
Birth to now? That'll take me kind of long. Alright, basically the shortened version is I kind of got interested in radio when I was in secondary school, like second form or thereabout, when the feel or the feed actually of the Trinidad FM station, radio station, kind of got into synchronous. Whereas fellas would be coming into class on Monday mornings, listening to the station in Trinidad on Saturday. I was crazy on while it was, and so I started doing that. My dream was always to be an architect. I was wanted to be an architect, but after being exposed to that type of broadcast, because in those days we just had the one radio station, and I mean this was a totally way on the other end of the spectrum. It was like straight party, 24/7, 100% all out. And I mean, at that age, you love it. That's why I was like, yeah. I like that. I was like, yeah, I want to be an architect, but at some point, I want to do something in radio. When I was finished in secondary school and got an athletic scholarship to a university in the States, the school that I went to didn't offer architecture, but they offered mass communication, which was radio and TV. So I said, alright, this is so much the architecture, this is what it will be. Did that, came back home. During the summers, when I would come home, I would work at BFM, 99.9. As a summer job, and then come back. Finished school, university in 2001. Came back. I was there at UFM for up until the end of October, and then at the beginning of November, I started at HITS, 102.7, with a kind of helping handle from this fella here. So that's
another story.
Yeah, for another time. Understand? I was there at HITS until about 2005, like the end of 2005. I left St. Vincent and went to Barbados and worked at the radio station there at 98.1. I was there in Barbados for 14 or 15 months, and then came back home and back to HITS. I've basically been there ever since. Done basically every shift that there is to do on radio, from morning straight till night. At some point right now, I believe early afternoon from 12 to 3. And it's been a blast. Radio, I love radio, I love music, especially this time of year. This is my time. Carnival is I mean, the music that this is my time. This is the time I love this time of year. I wait for as soon as at 10 o'clock on Carnival Tuesday, the police come to the truck and say, alright, yo, that's it. And you know that is it for the year. And I'm like, well, yeah, I ready for the launch.
Music is basically what you've been involved in from it's your passion, it's your love. Over the years, what have you been seeing radio and music itself evolving around?
It's a hand-in-hand relationship that we have, radio and music. I don't think that at any one point somebody could look at one of these aspects and say, well, you need me more than I need you. Whereas even though there might be me being on the radio side of it, there might be the argument that, well, alright, even if let's say for some reason a particular artist doesn't bring your song in, and I'm like, well, that's alright, we have other songs to play. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's not what it's about. It's about radio's there for the exposure of the artists to get the music out there for the people. It's evolved. At least radio itself has evolved here in that we've gone from that one radio station here to 7, 8, 9, 15,000 with so many radio we as not only as DJs, but we as people into music, not necessarily just the people on air, but Caribbean people as a whole, used to have wait patiently, this feverish type of wait for the music that came out of Trinidad from Carnival then, and then music that came from Barbados for Crop Over. Up to I think about 5 years ago, I think that started changing, whereas our music got to a point where we started to look less towards Barbados for their type of music. You know, the influx of Bajan music into St. Vincent diminished. You know, it kind of went down. You got the big names, the Alison Hines, the Crossfires, and then other than that, no, there would be probably a one-off song that would really break through the barrier and get there. But the open embrace that we used to have for Bajan music is not there as much anymore. Not because we dislike the Bajan music, but because we realize that our music has gotten to a level where we're like, hey, we have it here at home, you know. And even to this day now, I think that we have even surpassed Trinidad, because in my opinion, there has not been a really tough song from Trinidad. You know, I'll be honest, the last big song from Trinidad, in my opinion, that makes me absolutely lose my mind is Doi Festival, Bunji Garland. And that was, 3-4 years ago. You know, I mean, since then, the songs have just been kind of like coming, and I think we just kind of pull them in and feed on them out of habit. I mean, this year, there's Palance, JW and Blaze, and it's kind of, and in my opinion, I'm like, okay, all right. You know, not that there's anything wrong with the song, but when I take that and what they did this year and last year and compare to our music, I mean, we have gone way, I mean, with Skinny Fabulous, with Problem Child, Icon, fellas like this, even Fireman, who has been in this game for how long, and there's even, I mean, Fireman still has that grip, that grasp, you know, that he doesn't, not that he doesn't want to let go, but even if he wanted to let go, he would open his hand and the people would stay right there. I mean, the love that we have started to show to our own music is really impressive, and I'm really liking it.